What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here. In today's video we're doing brakes, all 4 brakes on a 2014 Subaru Forester. Alright, just do a quick walk around of the vehicle. Nothing much here to see. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is jack the vehicle up. We have our jack here, 3-ton jack. Take off the wheels. These are the lug nuts are 19 millimeter. Take the wheels off, push it underneath the car for extra safety, because we're not working on jack stands today. We're going to do one wheel at a time and move on from there. So the next thing we need is a 14 millimeter socket and a ratchet to take off the nuts for the brake caliper. And before taking out the caliper, make sure you have either a flathead or something like this where you can stick through the rotor and compress the pads. It makes things easier, even though I do have a Okay, so right in the middle of me doing this brake job, it started to rain. Like literally, look at that. It is pouring outside right now, like crazy. Now, I know we were expecting rain today, but the forecast said at 3 o'clock. It's after 1 o'clock. So, yeah, it's a little early, but I hope the rain doesn't last that long. So, I'm going to just try to wait a little while, let it pass, and continue with this brake job. Alright, so the rain has stopped, so let's continue with our brake job. So, again, what you want to do is grease up all the contact area on the brake pads. I usually do it like this. Well, this is how you're supposed to do it. You grease up all the contact area, even this. Put some brake grease on the shims and a little bit on the back of the pads as well. And then on the caliper, this is what I usually do so it doesn't cause any noise, or to get, just to be on the safe side, I put a little bit of brake grease on the contact area where the caliper, touches the brake pads, compresses the brake pads, so that way we don't get any noise. So, and after that, you just take your caliper and put it right back. Alright, after that, we put the wheel back on and we move over to the next side and continue. Now we're on the passenger side, and we're just going, the driver's side, we're just going to repeat the same steps. Same steps we did on the passenger's front. We're going to repeat that as well. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, we're finished with the 2 fronts. Now we move on to the rear. And it's pretty much the same process. Take off the wheel. Take off the 2 caliper bolts, 14 millimeter, and take off the caliper, compress the caliper or piston, and take off the brake pads, etc., and do the same thing in reverse. Now we're doing the rear brake pads. Now, same process. Take your C-clamp or your brake caliper piston tool and compress your piston and remove the brake pads and grease the grease the brake pads, grease the shims, and put it back all together. Alright, we are on the last wheel, and that should complete our brake job on the 2014 Subaru Forester. Okay. I mean, other than, look at this rust. Oh my goodness. This arm's gonna have to be replaced at some point. Well, it's not that bad. I've seen worse. That's just surface rust. The suffering itself just has surface rust. It's, you know, it's fine. We do live in the rust belt, so everything here rust because of all the salt. Alright. We take out these brake pads. Compress the piston with our C-clamp. Handy dandy C-clamp. When in doubt, use a C-clamp. I don't know whoever said that, but I think I just made that up. When in doubt, use a C-clamp. And like that, and it just compresses. Now we're going to loosen it up, tighten it a little bit, repeat the same thing, squeeze, and that's as far as it's going to go. Take that off, put that to the side, grease our shims or replace them. In this case, customer didn't buy new shims, so we just have to clean them up, re-grease, grease the pads, and put it back on. Alright, now that we're done putting on all the brakes, what we're going to do is pump the brakes until it's hard before we even start the car. This is very crucial. Every time you do brakes, make sure you pump the brakes, give it a few pumps until it's hard and solid. You have enough pressure, then you can go ahead and start the vehicle. Alright, and I'll start the vehicle. There we go. Take off our e-brake. And then we're going to take the car for a test drive. Make sure everything is fine, no noise. And then our job here should be complete. Alright guys, so the car is driving fine right after the test drive. No noise, no issues. Brakes are good, everything's tight. No complaints, no noise. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Alright, anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and any helpful tips, leave them in the comment section. Anything that you guys want to see, let me know. Who knows, I might be able to do that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next DIY video. Peace out.